Hello friends, welcome to another video on Google Sheet tutorials presented by iTrack Solutions. In this video, we will understand about the different kind of count functions that we have in Google Sheet. So here we will understand about count, count A, count if, count if S, count blank, count unique, and count unique if S. So these are different functions that we're going to understand. So there are two more count functions that we can use, decount and decount if S. That is decount and decount A. So we will understand about those two functions in a separate video that requires a different type of a data set. So we will start with count now. So what is a count function that's going to help us? Count function will tell us the number of numeric values in a given data range. So if I say is equal to count, if we select this particular data range from B94 to B108, if I close the bracket, I get 5. So can I use it only for a range of a cell or can I use it for more than cells? So we can even select from external. So I can select for a single cell or I can even select for a database and I can count the number of numeric values. If I change this A to 1, numeric value will increase. Put it back as A. This is count function. Now what is count A? Count A will count the number of non-blank cells. So again, is equal to count A. Let me select this range. So 13 is the number of non-blank cells. So if you see here, I have 13, count of 13. So this is number of non-blank cells. Now we will see the count if function. So this will count based on a criteria. So count if, I select my range, the comma, and then I can give my condition. So what is the condition? I wanted to count the cells which contain the value A. So 3 cells are containing the value A. So can I only give a text function? No, we can even give a numeric function. So number of cells which contains 12, 2. Or if I want to find out number of cells which contains value less than 12, which is 3. So we can create this condition the way we want. Then we have count if yes function. So what we are going to do here, we are going to count based on more than one condition. So what is count if yes? So is equal to count if yes. So now my first range is this. And in this cell, the condition is it should be X. My second range is this. And in this, my condition is, let's say, A. And let me close the bracket. So now what I got, there are two count where in this column I have X and in this column I have A. So for example, this one, we find another A here, it also contains X. We find one more A, but it contains Z. So let me change this to X, then the count becomes 3. Right? So this is count if yes. So we can create count function with conditions, not only one, but more than one. Right? Now we can use the count blank function and it will count the number of blank cells. So is equal to count blank. Here I select this range. And then enter. So there are two cells which are blank. So here if I put a special character, it will become 1. So this is how count blank works. Now count unique. So what is count unique? It will return the number of unique values in a data range. So what do we mean by number of unique values? Even though here we have 13 cells which have some information, or in other words, 13 cells which are not blank, there are certain values which are repeating. So even though 13 values are there, not all are unique. So there are certain values which are repeating. So in this 13 cells, how many values we have unique values? So that's what we are going to find out. So I'm going to type is equal to count unique, and then I'm going to select this particular range. And I'll put it close to. So now what I have 9. So 13 cells are filled with values, but we have only 9 unique values. Why? A is repeating, 12 is repeating. So there are certain values which are repeating. So hence we have only F is repeating. So we have only 9 unique values. So now how unique, that is count unique F function works. So let's understand that. So I type count unique if yes. So if you have any doubt on how the function works, so you can click on this question mark. So it will talk about the range, criteria range, and then criteria. So what is the range here? So let me say my range is this B column. So this is my range. Okay. What is my criteria range? My criteria range is this column. So we have the range selected. We have the criteria selected. Now we can do the criteria 1. So what is the criteria 1 that I wanted to know? I wanted to know unique values in column B, but only for those cells where column A is, let's say, X. So for example, now I'm going to say X. Close this. So where you have X, so let's copy and paste it separately. I can use a filter function, but just to make it easy for you to understand, let me copy and paste the values which contain X. So, yeah, these are the columns or cells which contain X. And if you see here, there are only 3 values which are repeating, A, 12, and 11. So that's the reason we got 3 here. So if I'm going to change this from X, so here, let's say this 12, I'm changing it to 13. So now this number will become 4, right? So if we leave it in 12 only, and instead of here X, I change it to say Y, it will count the unique values with the condition of this column being a Y. So it will filter, it's like filtering Y here and then counting the unique value. So that is how count unique if this function works. So friends, as I told in the beginning of this video, so we have seen a series of count functions in Google Sheet. There are 2 more count functions, as I told, which is decount and decount A. So both these functions, I will explain it in a separate video. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching this video. See you in another video explaining functions, shortcuts, and formulas of Google Sheet. Thank you.